sheep have been an integral part of human civilization for thousands of years, providing wool, meat, and companionship in many cultures around the world. While most people are familiar with the typical image of a sheep covered in a thick, fluffy coat, there are some truly astonishing cases where sheep have grown the most unbelievable wool coats. These extraordinary cases arise due to natural conditions, selective breeding, or even accidental neglect. Some sheep end up growing an immense amount of wool, making them stand out from the rest of the flock, fascinating both scientists and the general public. One of the most famous cases of an extreme wool coat was that of Shrek, a merino sheep from New Zealand. Shrek became a global sensation in 2000 after he was found hiding in a cave, having avoided shearing for 6 years. Typically, merino sheep are sheared at least once a year, but since Shrek had managed to avoid human contact for so long, his fleece grew to an astonishing weight of 27 kilograms, approximately 60 pounds. When he was finally sheared in a live television broadcast, his wool was enough to make 20 large men's suits. His story captured the hearts of people worldwide, bringing attention to the incredible wool-growing capabilities of certain sheep breeds. Another notable example is Chris, an Australian merino sheep who was discovered in 2015 with an even more incredible wool coat. Chris had managed to escape shearing for an estimated 5 to 6 years, leading to his fleece growing to a record-breaking 41.1 kilograms, about 90 pounds. The excessive wool growth had posed a significant risk to his health, as the weight of the fleece made movement difficult and trapped moisture, leading to potential infections. When Chris was finally sheared, he set a world record for the heaviest fleece ever removed from a sheep. His story sparked discussions about the responsibilities of sheep farming and the importance of regular shearing to ensure the well-being of domesticated sheep. The phenomenon of extreme wool growth is largely due to selective breeding. Domesticated sheep, especially breeds like the merino, have been bred for thousands of years to produce high-quality wool. Unlike wild sheep, which naturally shed their fleece annually, domesticated breeds depend on human intervention for their wool removal. Without shearing, their wool continues to grow indefinitely, which can lead to significant health problems. The overgrown fleece can cause overheating, restrict movement, and create an environment for parasites and infections. While cases like Shrek and Chris are rare, they serve as stark reminders of the importance of proper animal care. The genetics of wool production in sheep are fascinating. Wool growth is influenced by a combination of genetic factors, diet, and environmental conditions. Certain breeds, such as the merino and Lincoln sheep, are known for producing exceptionally fine and dense wool, making them highly valued in the textile industry. Some sheep develop a uniquely curled or long fleece, giving them a distinctive appearance. For example, the Valais black-nosed sheep from Switzerland are known for their long, shaggy wool, which makes them look almost like plush toys. Similarly, the Wensleydale sheep from England are famous for their long, curly locks, which produce some of the finest and most luxurious wool in the world. In addition to these naturally wool-rich breeds, there have also been cases where sheep had grown unusual wool coats due to specific environmental factors. For instance, sheep raised in colder climates tend to develop denser and thicker fleeces to protect themselves from harsh weather conditions. In some regions, farmers allow their sheep to grow their wool longer than usual to provide insulation against extreme cold. However, this must be carefully managed to prevent issues such as matting and excessive weight gain in the fleece. While most cases of extreme wool growth are accidental, some farmers and researchers have experimented with selective breeding to encourage the development of thicker and longer wool coats. The goal is often to enhance the quality of the wool for textile production. Advances in genetic research have even allowed scientists to manipulate certain traits in sheep to produce wool with specific characteristics, such as extra softness, natural water resistance, or even antimicrobial properties. However, ethical concerns arise when breeding leads to health complications for the animals. Sheep shearing is an essential practice to ensure the health and well-being of domesticated sheep. Professional shearers are trained to remove wool quickly and efficiently without harming the animal. In recent years, there has been increasing awareness about ethical shearing practices, ensuring that sheep are treated humanely during the process. While some animal rights activists have raised concerns about the shearing industry, responsible farmers and shearers emphasize the necessity of the practice for the sheep's health. Cases like Shrek and Chris highlight what happens when sheep are not regularly shorn, demonstrating that domesticated sheep have been bred to require human care. Another fascinating aspect of wool growth is its impact on the textile industry. Wool from sheep with extreme fleece can be highly valuable, especially when it possesses unique qualities. Some rare breeds, such as the Teeswater and Cotswold sheep, produce exceptionally long and lustrous wool that is sought after by fashion designers and textile artisans. Sustainable and ethical wool production has become a growing concern, leading many companies to adopt practices that ensure the humane treatment of sheep while maintaining high-quality wool production. The public fascination with sheep sporting unbelievable wool coats extends beyond scientific interest. These fluffy animals have become internet sensations, with images and videos of overgrown sheep capturing millions of views. People are drawn to the almost mythical appearance of these creatures, as their enormous wool coats give them an exaggerated, cartoonish look. Viral stories about extreme wool growth often highlight themes of resilience, survival, and human intervention, making them compelling narratives for media coverage. In conclusion, sheep with the most unbelievable wool coats capture global attention due to their extraordinary appearances and the underlying scientific and ethical discussions they inspire. Whether through accidental neglect, selective breeding, or environmental adaptation, these sheep demonstrate the remarkable potential of wool growth. Cases like Shrek and Chris serve as powerful reminders of the importance of proper animal care, while rare breeds with naturally luxurious wool continue to shape the textile industry. As the world becomes more conscious of sustainable and humane farming practices, the stories of these incredible sheep remain both fascinating and educational, shedding light on the intricate relationship between humans and one of the oldest domesticated animals in history.